No clue. No clue whatsoever. All right. All right, hold on. We're going to play Major League Balatro theme music. Hold on. Well, I don't think this is the theme song, but it is Don Balombi music, which has been the theme that we're doing through Major League Balatro. Okay, early rocket, early hallucination. We are econ maxing, both players making the exact same decisions here. $2 for both players. I didn't quite catch what the voucher was. I don't know if it's important that they pick it up or not. Both players importantly can afford it if they one shot, but not if they two shot from the $7 from the reward money if you one shot plus the rocket. So okay, looks like the voucher is Tarot Merchant, potentially important, but not the biggest deal to miss. I mean, it comes with its pros and cons. The pros being you get of course, more deck fixing, more glass, very relevant in multiplayer, but the cons being you see less jokers. Maybe that causes you to mix out on the photograph or the brainstorm or whatever. To-do list being picked up here into Odd Todd. Edzy with an insane economy lineup here. The Odd Todd making it so that we are 100% winning, and Nandre decides to take the castle. I think that's the first mistake here. Scaling chips jokers on red deck white stake just really aren't going to do very much a lot of the time. I mean, we saw this yesterday with Fur. They picked up a runner in the shop for $5. That wasn't even a choice in a buffoon pack. They just picked up a runner in the shop, and being down the interest, being down the money, and then some hermits showing up later really snowballed the early economy, and their opponent was able to find a bloodstone that Fur didn't have. So we'll see what the impact of having this scaling chips joker is going to be for the rest of the game. Another thing is when there's Odd Todd in the shop, that's just a better chips joker in almost every scenario than Castle here. So I don't know. We'll see. Hey, this overlay still works out great. It's all reliable. This is the OG overlay that we used to cast the very first Balatro tournaments. This is all reliable. The Major League Balatro overlay is in use right now because of the Bean Nito match, so we are using what we have available to us. All right, good base chips, good molt here as well from the Fibonacci and the Odd Todd combo here. That's what I have my eyes on here to win this first PvP. Fool has is that what's in the Fool? The fact that we aren't immediately ripping Hangman tells me it might be something valuable, but I could be tripping. I thought I saw an H, maybe it was a Hermit. I didn't see either person rip a Hermit, though. I don't know. Edzy spending all the way down just in case of a potential Wraith in this pack. I definitely like the play when you have 3 value generators on the lineup, the to-do list and the rocket and the hallucination. Death from that hallucination, by the way. Now, the question is, do we rip this familiar? I think it's pretty worth it. Not good hits from the familiar. I mean, we really wanted to see glass. We want to see gold cards. We want to see steel. But the important thing is, hey, maybe 5 of kinds possible for the PvP. I guess we're not gonna be going for the 5 of kind, though. We have the Fibonacci and the Odd Todd. Any hand with just some odd Fibonacci cards, full house potentially, is just gonna completely cook a 5 of a kind or something like that. So I don't really think we're going to be playing into these face cards right now. I think another thing that might have really influenced the decision here for... Wait, are we just Empressed and fooled for another Empress instead of ripping the Hangman on Nandre's side of the screen? That is That is a decision. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, I was saying that we really something that might have influenced the familiar decision, and it might influence the familiar decision for Nandre as well. Here is the familiar could have a really good death target. I mean, we got the death target from opening the pack. Sorry, we got the death card from opening the pack with the hallucination, and this familiar having potentially gold or lucky or maybe glass in it would be really nice to put this death card on. So yeah, it is unfortunate that's two wilds and a bonus enhancement. Hey, the photograph showing up for Edzy in the shop, by the way, I did see that earlier. We'll see it the second we get out of this shop here. It's going to influence Edzy to go Death Fool. There's not much better to do. And we should be picking up this photograph. I wonder if what we're gonna sell for it. My pick here is probably the rocket, but Edzy is gonna sell out of. I thought they were gonna sell hallucination for a second, but no, they picked the rocket as well. Foil halvesies. Talk about a free gold stake run. It's literally Sly Joker. Dude, it's so funny that Sly gives the same amount of chips as a foil. And like it's so good. Bro, I'm a big Sly enjoyer, man. I think Sly, I don't know, it's just so easy to use. No hassle. Okay, considering this baseball card, but we only have one uncommon, and you have to sacrifice an Econ Joker. This to-do list has been going crazy for Edzy, by the way. Can we talk about this to-do list? Okay, pair. Three of a kind. I guess three of a kind's like kind of difficult to work with, but we made it work. High card. Like, my god. My god, this to-do list does not miss. Okay, it looks like we're selling out of Odd Todd for the baseball card. I don't know about this one. I feel like that Odd Todd is just so many chips. I guess Edzy has this star card, so the thought process might be, hey, I want to play for Flush House in the PvP with three odd cards. I'm only going to play three odd cards because the photograph changes what's optimal, right? The photograph means you want to play a Flush House of three Fibonacci cards and two face cards. That's probably the best thing Edzy can do in this situation. So maybe we're looking at that Odd Todd and saying, hey, you're only going to be like 90, 93 chips. And the Flush House base chips is like 140. And then that's not even counting the chips on the cards I'm playing themselves. So like what percentage even is that? It's only like a 1.6, 1.7, maybe less X molt, essentially Odd Todd. So this baseball card will scale with my chips level. Will in the sense that it doesn't get worse the more chips I have. So maybe the 1.5 could be more valuable long term. Definitely an interesting play. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. And here's the first instance of to-do list missing here. Look at this straight flush. I don't think we're going to be using the star card on a straight flush. It's a little bit awkward here. We don't want to sell the star card because, again, we want to play that flush house in PvP, but sacrifices must be made for economy here. So we're picking up this devil. We're probably going to death it. I don't know if we're going to save our death for justice. Okay, it looks like we found a pretty good replacement for the to-do list with this faceless here. Let's look at Nandre's side of the screen for a second here. We don't have that Fibonacci, so not a good source of base molt. Also, it looks like Nandre ran into the rocket a bit later than Edzy. Is that true? Or is he just not played through the boss blind yet? But we're picking up that foil halvesies. Nandre's managed to play a 5 of a kind somehow. I guess with the incantation. I mean, not incantation, sorry, the familiar and the spectral pack. And yeah, no, it looks like we just don't have the Fibonacci base mult for Nandre here. We're going to have foil halvesies with castle as our base scoring here. And let me tell you, that is a lot of points. We'll see if the repeated high scoring from Nandre here is going to outdo Edzy's one big Fibonacci with photograph hand. I mean, we're gonna get a really good indication as soon as Nandre plays their first hand here. It's gonna be a very solid indicator of how powerful these hands are and how powerful Edzy's hand needs to be. I mean, halvesies is just very powerful. Okay, and we're playing a full house for Nandre here. Okay, now I'm like very confused. We just got no molt from the halvesies. I guess trying to get better value out of that photograph times 2, but it's really not going to be as impactful as just playing a 3 of a kind would be. And yeah, Edzy's just going to have more power. If Nandre keeps playing like this, Edzy's just going to have more powerful hands in general here. He ripping the death on the queen. We might end up playing another full house here for Nandre. I mean, hold on. Let me see if I can unmute one of these players so we can hear what they're talking about. Edzy just needs to find another decent Fibonacci hand. I mean, look at this. Look at this hand. Good full house with a lot of base mult from the Fibonacci, the ×2 with the baseball card. I don't know if this gets there. It's going to be close. Looks like we're going to rip the devil preemptively just in case we win. We definitely want to get that value. It's 8,000 coming through, but I mean, it's just so simple to find another Fibonacci hand. Or is it? We're not finding anything, and then, I mean, we do have a full house with a photograph, but there's not enough base mult. It's base level. It might not be enough. I think Nandre has this first PvP. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if Edzy deaths the 2, if Edzy deaths the 2 and plays a flush, I think they win this. Wait, is the 2 is a fib card, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know why it's not registering on Joker display, but if Edzy plays a flush with the 2, with the face cards at the end, they should win this. But that it's whether they want to commit a death to winning this PvP. Wait, I don't even think they need to death the 2. Yeah, they can death the gold king. Yeah, this should work as well. I mean, they don't need to score an insane amount of points. The Fibonacci being 8 base mult. 8 base mult with the photograph. They don't need to score many points, just slightly over 1,000. I think this should do it. And it does! Okay, well played to Edzy. I mean, being able to death the best card in your deck and win, and immediately rewarded by not blocking this death that shows up in the shop. And that's huge. I mean, Nandre is going to have no issues beating these blinds. I mean, this halvesies in this castle are putting in a lot of work, just scoring very consistently. But I don't think Edzy's going to have any issues either. The difference is that they're a bit more set up. This glass ace, honestly, I'm taking it. It's not bad. You can just play it during PvPs, and if it breaks, it breaks. That's fine. I mean, it just saves you a glass enhancement. Now, I wonder if Edzy is going to go for the Death Fool on the glass ace here. That would be a tempo line. Nandre opening this spectral pack. Onk on this photo could be game winning. And then we also have the option to rip a talisman, potentially go Death Fool on the talisman card. But what I really want to see from Nandre here is Onk on the photo. I think that's maybe the way for Nandre to win this game. It does set you a little bit far behind in the economy temporarily, but if a Chad shows up, your chances go dramatically through the roof. Photo Chad, very powerful. I wonder what Edzy's going to land this Death Fool on. I mean, it could be the Gold King, it could be the Glass Ace. We will see. I think it's almost guaranteed that Edzy is going to use the Death Fool before they leave this blind, just because you need room in your slots for consumables, right? If we hold on to this Death Fool for too long, it's going to be very difficult to do anything. I mean, if a magician shows up, we can't get it. If a justice shows up, we can't get it. So we're using that initial death onto the Gold King. We have 3 of those now. Not going to have any economy issues this game for Edzy. And here's the 3 of a kind. I think Edzy has been playing this economy game very well. All right, now I want to see if Edzy onks this photograph. Another thing I want to point out is if Edzy onks this photograph, a lot of the damage is mitigated by our gold cards in the deck, right? I mean, the big loss would arguably be Faceless. I mean, the money that it's bringing in is very valuable for getting as far in the shop as possible. So losing that is unfortunate, but since we have the gold cards in the deck, it's going to give us a bit of an acceleration boost. It's going to give us some money to roll the shop to find that next econ joker that's going to help us out, right? So Hone Voucher into Spectral Pack is probably what we're going to see from Edzy here. They seem to really like spending down before opening these Spectral Packs, going for the Wraith. Oh, are we going to see the Talisman on the Jack? Yeah, we're seeing the Talisman on the Jack and not the Onk on the photo. I think that this play makes a lot more sense in the ranked rule set of Balatro. I think that Talisman there is probably what I do as well in ranked, but in Major League Balatro, I think I rip the Onk. I don't know. The fact that Chad triggers the first card twice instead of the first and second card once is kind of a big deal for photo stocks. You know what I mean? But I understand the play here. I mean that Talisman we saw Fur yesterday with the Talisman completely eclipse the economy of their opponent who was running business cards. So they just had an extra joker, but because Fur had Chad with Talisman, I mean it was just so much money pouring in for Fur. So but yeah, no, Edzy definitely has a very solid death target for economy. I mean, these gold cards were all right, but the gold seal is much better. I mean, I'm looking at Nandre's deck. Did they take the? They didn't take the Onk or the Talisman. What did they take? Did they take the blue seal? All right, here's Hack. In MLB, I mean, Hack is just so strong. I mean, It's way better because you just find glass. You just find glass, and that hack is a 32x mult joker if you have flush 5 glass hackable cards. I mean, you can definitely get punished playing into it, and then a sock shows up, and then that really sucks. That's unfortunate. But the pure tempo that you can get from it is just worth the risk, I think. And yeah, Edzy's gonna pick it up. Really looking for a strength card at this point. That glass ace can be strength into a 2, which is hackable. And then that becomes your best death target. I mean, Edzy just in a commanding position here. Another thing to point out with the hack is it's uncommon, so it works with baseball card, and it's going to re-trigger these Fibonacci cards. We also have this Sun card this PvP, which means we should be able to get a flush house of sorry, we should be able to get a flush house of Fib cards and face cards. Nandre looking at the death on the blue seal here. I think Nandre just having no X-Molt whatsoever besides this speculative photograph in case of Chad. I mean, all the scoring coming from halvesies, and I mean, to be fair, that is a big castle. That is a 132 chip castle. So nothing to be mocked, but no X-Molt on that side of the screen where Edzy's photograph is online actually doing something, and the baseball card is providing 2.25 X-Molt. I think that this PvP should go in Edzy's favor, and Edzy actually playing the glass there. Not sure if they were trying to break it or not. Okay, using the Sun card early, just going for the flush here. The only issue I see with this, I mean, look, it's a lot of hacked Fibonacci cards, but the problem is there's like no chips there, right? I guess it was the last hand, so we were probably looking for that flush house, but just failed to find it. The asymmetry of Edzy's Y peeking out at the bottom of the box and Nandre not being centered cancel each other out quite nicely. I'm sorry. Look, this layout is scuffed, okay? This layout is very scuffed. Hold on. Let me I got this, bro. For some reason it doesn't want to, it only wants to jump up and down. It doesn't want to like smoothly let me pull it up. Wait, hold on. Can I like, oh my god, I can move it up. I press the arrow keys and I can move it up pixel by pixel. That was like what is it called when you just remember shit? It's like recall, like I just recalled that shit from my ancestors or something. Like I don't even know where that information came from. Oh my god, there's a Chad. Onking photo would have been GG for either of these players. And it was early in the shop too. I mean, Chad is a common joker, so I will say this Chad is better set up for Edzy for sure. I keep following because streamer restored the balance. Yo, thanks so much for the sub, Disco. I appreciate you. Okay, Chad showing up is still going to be better news for Edzy, though. We have this gold seal on Edzy's side of the screen. It is a face card, and it is bonus, so hopefully this doesn't win for Edzy. That would be bad news because we want to draw our gold cards. But photo chat on Nandre's side of the screen, they should know they need to get out of this halvesies. This castle, though, hey, it's not too bad at this point. 150 chips, we put in a lot of work. Only issue is it is very likely to be replaced. Oh my god, big $20 for Nandre there. Yeah, Edzy needs to also figure out like how they're going to deal with this Fibonacci. I mean, they need to get out of it, right? Because we can't put a Fibonacci card first because that's going to be the Chad target, and we need the Chad target to be on photograph. So, we're probably going to see a sell out of Fibonacci soon. Stats say Edzy made $100 more than Nandre. I mean, we don't have the stats, right? Unless Disco, I wouldn't be surprised if you just have something that tells you, like if you just know, like if you're looking at the Major League Balatro overlay statistics thing or something, if you're looking at the back end. But okay, 6 cents. This is the point that I'm getting rid of Fibonacci. The only problem, I do want to point this out, Fibonacci is very useful for Edzy in getting out of the blinds with zero issues whatsoever and allowing us to really greed for this faceless. So losing out on that is going to be slightly unfortunate there. But I mean, you got to make some sacrifice for the 6 cents. Justice card showing up on Nandre's side of the screen. Don't know where this justice is for Edzy, but they should be running into it soon. But if Nandre's the only one who finds this justice, then okay, yeah, there it is. But if Nandre was the only one to find it, they should win the PvP, being able to chat a face card and a glass card at the same time. Looking at my backhand, which gives me the same data as the overlay. Thank you, Disco. I thought that might be it. I thought that might be it. Guys, our fancy overlay is just Disco counting, guys. That's just what it is. That's the overlay, is Disco just constantly manually updating everything. Because of their massive brain and their ability to count everything at the same time. Nandre, considering, do they sell out of the rocket or do they sell out of something else for this 6 cents? I think it's gotta be Halvesies out of here. Halvesies no longer relevant when we have this photo chat, and we're gonna roll past the 6 cents. We just rolled past 6 cents. That is crazy. All right. Now, if you're Edzy here, what are you considering using this aura on? I think it's gotta just be the card that you justice, right? It's gotta be just be the glass card. I mean, a foil would be so relevant in this PvP. Okay, looks like we're going to aura the gold seal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very big fan of this because we're going to run into a big problem now, which is how do you play the gold seal without winning? Now that it's holographic and bonus, we can never just throw it away in a throwaway hand to make money. So we will always have to win with our gold seal jack. So kind of problematic, makes things a little bit awkward. I definitely would have thrown it on the glass, whatever glass I use in PvP, but that's Edzy's choice. I guess the one problem with holding it for the glass is you just don't have any consumable slots at that point. Because Edzy doesn't want to use this glass card until they're in PvP, right? They want to make sure that they draw it, and the best way to make sure you draw it is to put it in your hand mid-blind. And yeah, if you don't use the aura there, then you just don't have consumable slots to potentially roll into a suit changer. That would be the big thing here, being able to play a flush house. I guess we have a lot of heart kings, a lot of heart queens, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to get the flush house. But definitely favoring Edzy for this one. Another interesting thing is this holographic is not useful in terms of scoring, even though it's holographic, because it's a gold seal, we really don't want to put glass on it, because that means we won't be able to farm it in the base blinds, right? So we can't actually utilize this holographic as our frontmost scoring card that would give the molt before the ×2 on the photograph. Why he needs to hack? Hack is speculative. If we run into like idle or ancient or something along those lines, hack is going to be better than photo chat. It just is going to allow for much more scoring. I mean, if you look, don't get me wrong, photo chat is very strong, absolutely. But this photo chat is only 8x molt. I say only like it's not a lot, but 8x molt is a lot, but this hack at full power is 32x molt, so the hack is stronger. So it's just good awareness by Edzy, making sure we have our options open, in case we end up pivoting to glass hackable cards. Nandre here putting up a good score of 100,000. I mean, that's the power of photo chat. And I mean, also all those chips, really. And we do draw the flush house. Is Edzy going to glass it? Or do they think they just win without using the justice card? I mean, this is a ballsy play by Edzy if we don't use this justice card. I mean, that's just saying, yep, I'm comfortable going down 8x molt potentially here. But like maybe depending on what Nandre's saying to Edzy, I don't really know what the commentary is here. But if the commentary has been that Nandre already used the glass or something like that, then they might be inclined to, because that holographic flush house with the trio is very powerful. All right, here is the score from Edzy. Yeah, they definitely needed that extra scoring from glass. They would not have won without it. And that was at 8x molt on the glass. And Nandre using another justice card, but this is just not going to cut it. I mean, Edzy at 4 lives to 1 life. And it's interesting because Nandre seems to be in the habit of saving a lot of money before going into the next ante. I wonder if this is intentional. Because it is going to mitigate a lot of the economy advantage that Edzy's going to generate in these blinds, right? I mean, $73 here? That's just so much money. I mean, maybe Nandre holding this money into this shop can find something that Edzy can't. I kind of doubt it because the Chad Gold Seal, but look at this rocket. I mean, the rocket is literally the same as Chad Gold Seal. $9 and $9. So I don't know. I think Nandre could theoretically come back if they find some crazy joker that Edzy does not find, just by having so much more money than Edzy specifically in this blind. Sixth Sensing, it's a Grim. I mean, the Spectrals have been kind of brutal for Edzy so far. It was a Aura into Ouija into Grim. Not very good. This Sixth Sense just being a glorified trading card, using a hand to get $2 and a removal of one specific card from your deck. All right, let's check out these standard packs. On Nandre's side of the screen, there's a Red Seal Queen. Okay, now this hack is looking a lot worse. We already and a Purple Seal King. Wow, these standard packs are phenomenal. Oh, Edzy just barely drawing this holographic Jack in Time. Should be plenty of score here. I mean, the holographic with the Chad, and then even the Stone card if you're scared about chips, but our Jack is bonus as well. It covers all the bases. going to allow us to make plenty of money here. I mean, I was saying the rocket is the exact same as the chat on the gold seal, but I did not account for all these gold cards that Edzy has managed to hold on to here. That's 12 extra dollars as well on top of that. I mean, just so much money. Temperance. Love the fact that this Ouija is still here. C-dubs, isn't holding this Ouija like kind of an act of hatred towards Ouija? Because we're never using it on Edgy's side of the screen. The only reason we're holding this Ouija is so we never, ever, ever see it again from Sixth Sense. We're blocking with it. We're blocking with it. So I don't really think I don't really think this is a Ouija of appreciation from Edzy here. Okay, Red Seal Queen showing up for Edzy alongside this ace. Also, there's a Polychrome 7. Just thought I'd point that out. But, yeah, Holy Pack. True, Raffle. True. Insane Standard Pack. Nandre. We already saw that pack on Nandre's side of the screen. It's truly some insane packs. Edzy has plenty of time to turn this Red Seal into glass. And there's an idol! Wait, hold on. Nandre entered this series of shops with so much more money than Edzy. Does Edzy find it? Wait, hold on. Nandre entered. We need to understand. It's Queen of Hearts hit for Nandre. That I'm going to consider that a hit because that means you can Chad photograph and idol at the exact same time. So you essentially have two photos. But like, so what I was saying is Nandre entered these series of shops after the PvP with $67 compared to Edzy's 20, I believe. So Edzy might never see this idol. They do have better econ generation with the faceless, the gold cards, and the gold seal. So if they play their econ right, they should be fine. But we'll see. It could be close. It could be close here. I mean, the fact that it was at the end of the shop for Nandre, that is like the best scenario here. I mean, we have multiple Queen of Hearts in the deck for Nandre. I'm pretty sure Queen of Hearts is close enough to King of Hearts for Edzy that they should hit it, though, is the thing. Like, we have enough King of Hearts, we should hit King of Hearts instead of Queen of Hearts, no? And this is what I was talking about yesterday when I was saying a lot of times, even though Major League Balatro doesn't have the idle change that we use in multiplayer that makes it so it sorts by most common card in the deck instead of by like from ace through spades to the jack and like so on and so forth all the way through the deck. Even though that's the case, honestly, it's very common that in Major League Balatro, people hit idle at the same time because people tend to build towards the same cards. And we're seeing that right here with Nandre on Queen of Hearts, Edzy on King of Hearts. I mean, $65 here for Edzy, a lot of gold cards. The gold seal, I think Edzy should be fine. There's a second Sixth Sense that we saw Nandre pick up and then sell for idle later. We also have like the reroll voucher on top of that. Looks like Edzy's really looking for the Justice card for this Red Seal Queen in the deck. Devil. These rerolls are getting expensive. There's the idle card, $51 to spare. It was never even close. Nandre entering the shop with a $50 lead here. And leaving the ante with a $50 deficit. So is that like $100 extra that Edzy made? This ante? My goodness. What's up, stupid? How you doing? Why do we have this ass overlay compared to Zeno? Because of necessity. Also, don't call this overlay ass. This is the OG overlay, okay? This overlay got us through so many Balatro tournaments, all right? This we do what we have to do. The overlay, the Major League Balatro overlay is like a browser source that can only be doing one game at a time. So, we're doing what we have to do, all right? Bro, you calling this overlay ass is like if you walked into someone's apartment, saw a painting on the fridge, and was like, "Holy shit, whatever child made this art is terrible." That's like the equivalent of what you just did, Jokerless. And honestly, my feelings are kind of hurt. My feelings are kind of hurt, bro. I spent at least 20 minutes getting this overlay ready. uh Yeah, but kids are bad artists, and this is a, like, to be honest, not very good looking overlay, but I love it anyway, okay? uh, yeah, you just called this overlay made by a child, though? Look, it was made with love, that's what's important. It was made with love. Alright, also, I was completely wrong about the idle hit. It is not hitting for Edzy here at all. The difference, I suppose, is the lack of spades. Nandre's deck has a lot more spades in it to get through, to get to the Queen of Hearts, and Edzy's not so much. So, in barring glass in the purple seal, this looks like it should go to Nandre. Wait, did I miss it while I was talking about the overlay? I think I just looked. Okay, yeah, no, I was wrong. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought the red seal queen was glass when I looked in the deck. I will say, Vaga, that will be the biggest difference you see in MLBA compared to ranked, I think, is idle stuff. I mean, you still take idle in MLBA, I think. It's just a matter of the shenaniganry, for sure. The shenaniganry with the idol being all wonky, absolutely, will be different. I think, bro, this is another thing, C-dubs. I think that I will see significantly less seance than I normally see, and maybe significantly less tickets. Okay. What else? What else? The reason significantly less ticket is because you're busy copying glass cards instead of gold cards. Not because the players don't know that ticket can be good. It's just the opportunities for it are a lot harder because other enhancements than gold are going to be prioritized. I've talked about it before. It's like MLBA is somehow more tempo oriented with glass. You'll see players prioritize like for example, maybe deathing purple seals early in ranked, and really value like turning your deck into a value generator, right? Really turning your deck into a value generator. But you can do that maybe a bit less often in Major League Balatro because glass exists. And if you are spending resources in creating more value generation, maybe that's too slow. You lose all your lives because your opponent has 5 copies of glass, right? So tempo oriented just means, like, tempo is like doing something that doesn't have long-term payout for like the advantage of winning now. So you could say Edzy has been tempoing Nandre, but I don't even think that's necessarily true. I think Edzy has been playing for long term and still winning at the exact same time. But like a tempo play would be like you have the option to death a gold seal or you have the option to death a glass card. The tempo play would be death the glass card because you want to win right now. And the value play would be to death the gold seal because you want more money, and that's going to benefit you for the rest of the game and help you get glass cards in the future. But yeah, that's why I think less ticket, because it's just going to be harder to make a lot of gold cards, where a gold card might be the best thing to copy in ranked a lot more often. And then seance, I just think we're going to see less of, just because I don't think a lot of people are tapped into the seance in Major League Balatro. I'm being completely honest. I think you're going to see a lot of seance from me. I think you're going to see a lot of seance from Bean. I think you're going to see a lot of seance from Sizak, because that's some multiplayer tech right there. That's some multiplayer tech. I think that also we're going to see some seance from the players who pay attention to ranked, like Zeno, and like maybe we'll see some from Dr. Spectred or so on, right? Opinions on Nandre holding onto the rocket? It's $11. I don't know. I'd rather we hold on to the rocket than the castle. I guess the castle is pretty good since we're not playing like a very, very high value hand, but I kind of wasn't even talking about the PvP because Nandre just beat Edzy with the idol. But yeah, GG. Why is Sans multiplayer tech and not regular Balatro? It is tech in regular Balatro as well. It's just people haven't been tapped into it. The reason that Seance is crazy tech is because there's so many. You really want to value tarot card generation, right? So if you get a lot of tarot cards, you're gonna get suit changers. And then the way I like to think about Seance is not like, oh, if I'm lucky enough to draw a straight flush, I get a spectral. It's like, if I have a suit changer, I can turn it into a spectral card. So you can just pick up Seance, pick up a star card, and there you go, that you get a random spectral. There are times when it's like not very good, and there's times where you'd rather have value from other cards, and maybe the Seance is too pricey in the sense that you use so many hands and discards trying to find the straight flush that it's bad, and you'd rather use those hands and discards on other things. Seance white stake only in single player? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Balatro is a roguelike. Anything is... I don't know, things are all over the place. Things are all over the place. You never know what could happen. Alright, I'm very interested to see if Edzy decides to skip if they get a single idle hit. I really think they should, especially with no order. The idols are not synced. If you skip, there's a very good chance that your idol hit for you and missed for your opponent, and you're just guaranteed the win. 5 of hearts. If we held on to that sun card, we have the hack. I mean, we do have quite a few 5s in the deck of hearts, so it's not even the worst idol hit. Thing is, Nandre just cannot win the PvPs if they don't have an idol hit here, so I don't know. They need to make something work here. And yeah, Edzy, I do want to give props to Edzy holding on to hack all this time, even though we haven't really seen the benefit of it. We might just be seeing the benefit of it right now, and there's a sun card and a fool. Man, I really can't see how many 5s are in the deck. It looks like we only have 2 5s in the deck for Edzy, but this strength as well. Strength Sun, I mean, that is... Oh my god, there's a glass 4. Oh my god, there's a glass 4. Wait, we can skip here. We can take the glass 4, strength it, and skip for idle. Oh, darn. Okay, Edzy doesn't see the line. Edzy doesn't see the line. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Unaware. I mean, that would have just won, but... I mean, to be fair, that's like a hard line to see. I mean, you only have... you only have 2 5s in the deck. Are you really gonna skip for 4 copies of the idol card? But when it's hackable, that's just better than glass face cards right now. Unless we have the glass red seal, right? 53 card deck, not drawing it for certain, right? I suppose so, but it's still like, we're on red deck, we have an extra discard. It's we're likely to draw it, right? We're just likely to draw it. We might not draw it, but we're likely to. And also the other thing is, like, since it's hackable, it's just a better hand than if the idol hits our main hit, no? Because our main hit is like King of Hearts, that's 5 idol hits, no, 7 because we have Chad. And then photo as well, I'll count the 3 photo triggers as, okay, so I guess it's 10 idol hits. And then you get 4 5 of hearts maximum because you only have 1 strength. and 2 5s. So 4 5 of hearts with the sun card. That's going to give you 8 from the hack and then 2 more from the Chad. So that's also 10. But you have a glass. But you also have a glass face card. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's literally the same, I guess. I guess it's literally the same, except for maybe your Flush 5 has more base chips and molt. I don't know. The math says it's like kind of even. And what do we hit? 4 of diamonds, 3 4s in the deck. So if we find a strength and a star card, I mean, that's not bad. We have quite a few rolls overstock as well, and the reroll voucher. I mean, these rerolls are cheap. We're going to see very deep in this shop. Hierophant. I mean, trading card on the Idle Seed. Maybe not the worst. Edzy considering selling hack, but the thing is, if you sell hack, you're really... I don't know, it's kind of risky if it's the only retrigger showing up the seed. I guess you have the red seal face card, right? Did Nandre idle it? I'm not sure. I will be looking at that. I doubt it. I mean, 4 of diamonds is a pretty brutal hit. If I had to guess, I mean, maybe it might be an off hit, potentially. But 4 of diamonds, I mean, that's like the last 3 cards in the deck. It should be hitting something similar for Nandre. 7 of diamonds for the non, yeah. So that's going to be a miss on Nandre's side of the screen. Miss for both players. I'm pretty sure Edzy wins just based off of glass in the deck, jokers as well. I mean, is that necessarily true? We have Photo Chad Idle and Photo Chad Idle for Edzy as well. The difference is Nandre has a 255 chip castle. We have a 255 chip castle, bro. Sell rebate since it's common. Well, rebate gives us an absurd amount of cash. That's the thing. I mean, the numbers on mail and rebate are kind of ridiculous. I mean, already profiting us $10 here, and we still have a discard left to use on it. Imagine if the castle actually pays out. It would be crazy. All right, looks like it's just going to be a $10 rebate, but that's pretty good. I mean, can't even be too upset about it. We do draw our glass card on Edzy's side of the screen. Nandre is going to need to follow suit. There is a glass jack for Nandre. But they need to draw a decent base molt hand. 3 of a kind is not going to cut it unless we've been putting levels in it all game. I do know we have been putting a lot of levels into 3 of a kind. With the blue seal that we got early from the pack instead of the gold seal, we took the trance instead of the talisman. As you looking to just play this holographic queen for the money before we do anything else. And here's the hand. 1 steal. Flush 5, 160 chips. That's going to be worse than the castle. Here's a 3 of a kind. Level 5, 11 base molt. That's about 1.5x worse. It's going to be 758,000 from Nandre. That is a castle diff. That is a castle diff from Nandre. My God, bringing Edzy down to 2 lives with the castle that I doubted at the very start of the game. I can't believe it. Oh my God, there's invis. Oh my God, there's invis. Oh my God, there's an invis. What do we sell? What do we sell? Edzy's considering, do you sell out of the trading card? Do you sell out of the rebate here? I'm not gonna lie, I would have sold out of the trading card over the rebate, but I guess since it's an idle seed, the thought process is get less cards in the deck. Get less cards in the deck, hit your idle more often. Yo, mods, can we get a refund? Overstock plus. My goodness. What fanfic is Vaga writing? I was typing to the commissioner, alright? I was saying this invis makes the game too interesting, alright? I can't believe it's Soul! Oh my goodness. What is it? It's a Yorick. Okay, Yorick's bad. Yorick's like not even good here. I would not be surprised if Nandre just immediately sells out of Yorick for the I would not even be surprised if Nandre just sells out of the Yorick for the invis. Red Yorick though, synergy, yeah, but I mean with re-trigger X-Molt on the line, this Yorick is 100% going when the invis shows up. So I don't know, we'll see. We will see what happens. I mean, Edzy 100% doing a better job playing into this idol here. I mean, we just have so many Queen of Hearts here. Is this best of 3? Yes, it is best of 3. This is game 1 of the best of 3. Both players have 0 points, as you can see in the overlay. W overlay. Chat, how upset do you think people would be if people were like if Major League Balatro was like, guys, we got a new overlay. We got a new overlay, and this is what they pulled out. They play all 3? Yes, they do play all 3, but it is still a best of 3 because the winner of best of 3 gets an extra point for playoffs. So it is very important. Medium here, using it on the jack. Ace of Diamonds, King of Hearts for Nandre, and they hit the skip. I mean, this idol has just been hitting for Nandre, just consistently. And here's the soul card for Edzy. I mean, you just have to rip it. It could be Trib. Could be game winning. Dude, I mean, this... How does it hit King of Hearts for Nandre and Ace of Diamonds for Edzy? That's... I guess because Edzy has so few spades that it had to go through all of Nandre's spades before it landed on something, and it was the King of Hearts. And Edzy has so few spades that it went through all the spades and all the hearts and landed on a diamond. My god. The scriptwriters want a close match, I guess. Well, I mean, it could always hit for Edzy right here. We have a very, very fixed deck. I'm surprised Zeno didn't find a way to get idle fix in MLBA. I'm sure he has ways. Like I don't. It's not that hard. I think it's intentional. Wallywog. I think Zeno does not want the idle fix in MLBA because it creates moments like this. Like they want these types of comebacks. They want the idols to hit 3 times in a row for one person and not for another because it's cinema. Because it's cinema. If that doesn't happen, then Edzy just 4-0s here. What's idle fix? It changes the way that idle decides which card is selected. It doesn't change the odds. It just means that if it like in layman's terms, basically what it does is if I hit my idle hit, you are also very likely to hit your idle hit as long as you have the same level of deck fixing as me. There's a YouTube video on it. If somebody could link the YouTube video from Phantom that explains the whole thing, that would be great. Idle fix, just always put idle on 8 of spades. Stop looking at the deck. Think of the 8-ball value. True. Why it doesn't... Okay, what's the idle hit? This is very important. What do we have? 2 of hearts! How many do we have? We have 5 of them! Hey, that's a flush 5. That is a flush 5 for Edzy here. We could sell the invis onto the idle here, and I think that just potentially wins. I mean, 2 idols? I don't know. I mean, Nandre only is playing 3 of a kinds right now. Pareidolia! Oh my god. I mean, it's... The Pareidolia is good here. I mean, Edzy does not know this, but you can just rip this invis onto idle photo Chad and pick up the pareidolia, and then they win the game. Oh my god, they're doing it! It's idle! It's idle! Oh my god! Oh my god, what a play! What a play! Wow! Wow, what a play from Edzy. And it hits the idol. That is crazy. And they're just gonna go into this PvP with Exodia and win the game. My god. Edzy, don't pick me for a fantasy. I never go for high scores. Bro, I mean, that's just, like, oh my god, there's a blueprint! There's a blueprint and a justice! What is this? Okay, I mean, he's dead. I mean, Nandre's just dead, bro. Nandre's just dead, selling out of pareidolia, potentially. I mean, for the long term, I guess that makes sense. My god. Found the vid? Hell yeah, Allison. I mean, I was mainly asking somebody to find it for you, but... I mean, Edzy can just buy the blueprint over the pareidolia and win the game. My god. That is insane. I think if Nandre isn't on 1 life here, I don't think Edzy is ever allowed to just rip that invis, but I think they know Nandre would be in a similar position where they were forced to rip the invis onto the idle photo Chad, because if they ISO it onto idle, they almost always lose, right? They almost always lose if they ISO it onto idle, because the photo Chad and then maybe the invised photo as well will be 32x mult, because 8 times 8 is like 64x mult. So I think that's why Edzy made that play, because they know Nandre cannot afford to ISO here. My goodness. What an insane shop. And I mean, the fact that we have this justice card for the 2 as well. Dude, honestly, with the blueprint, there's a world Edzy just wins without even playing their idol card. I don't know. We'll see. Still need to draw the flush 5. That's not even true. What's crazy is Obstructs, like, that's not even true. Oh my god, death card. But like, Edzy literally can draw 4 of a kind. Even maybe 3 of a kind wins. I don't know. You could go flush house and you win, right? I mean, you could literally play a flush house and you win. Of 2s and kings. So like, it's pretty much guaranteed, especially with the death card here. There's not really a way for Edzy to brick their draws. Bago want me to hop in the booth for game 2? I don't know how much time is left on the Bean versus Nito match, but as soon as that match ends, Zeno's gonna hop in here. Zeno and Bean, I think. We're gonna have a kind of crowded booth, but I mean, it's full of goats, so who cares? Okay, Edzy deciding to hold on to the Steel Queen. I don't really like that play here. I think you just need to rip the death, potentially get the purple seal value. And yeah, there's the flush 5. It's over. There's the flush 5. It's over. But thank you for asking, Melon. I do like you in the booth. I mean, and then there's the there's Nandre ripping their last hand, giving Edzy full information. They know they can just win here. Red Seal steal on top of that. Shmoney Boolin, but is it game 2 or game 3? Over there. Game 3? Okay. Yeah, so then yeah, Zeno's gonna be over here pretty soon then. It's always copy idle here? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, is that true? Because you get the glass as well. I don't know, is 2 triggers... Okay, if you copy idle, that's 7 total idle triggers. And then if you copy Chad, that's 1, 2. I'm gonna count the glasses and idle trigger. 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the same. It's literally chat is 6, idle is 7. No, it's 6 versus 7. Yeah, it's 6 versus 7. Wait, stupid. How is 8 versus 7? Well, photo isn't getting triggered. Photo isn't getting triggered because we don't have pareidolia anymore. All right, GG. Oh, I was counting photo on a brick. Yeah, I mean, like, we had pareidolia for a second, so makes sense. GG's. All right, that's Edzy taking game 1 here. Guys, look at this. Boom. Now we know that Edzy took game 1, and now we can go to game 2. W overlay.
Okay. Let me call Vagabond. Let me get their... Hello, Vagabond. The overlay is ready if you have it set up.
I do. I'm doing things a little bit different today for my thing, so I can actually read my chat. So I'm still setting that up, but it will be ready shortly. But game 1 went to Edzy. It was a 2-1. Two lives left on Edzy's side of the screen. An idol showed up, and it just hit twice for Nandre. And if that didn't happen, it was gonna be a 4-0.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yep.
good idol.
Yep. W idol for Nandre. Oh, also is really cool. Edzy decided to just rip invis onto idle photo Chad, not selling out of the photo Chad to ISO because Nandre was on 1 life, so they're like, this is probably just gonna win no matter what it hits, and they were correct.
I mean, what a seed start here. So game 1 went to Edzy. Are we on Plasma White? We are on Plasma
Yes,
White.
we're on Plasma White. I mean, I guess that's what you expect from Nandre after picking
Nandre.
the element that they could choose. They picked Plasma.
Nandre misses the brainstorm due to the lack of...
They did not pick up the business card.
Business card, runner, yeah.
They picked up the runner because it's Plasma, and yeah, that's tragic.
What I think, I mean, we were just talking about this in the kind of in the Nito Bean game, where Nandre is a player similar to Nito in the way that they're very used to tempo plays. They love to tempo their opponent. They love to take off lives early, and Nandre loves doing that on Plasma with the chips. The issue is a lot of these players have learned, like Edzy, like Bean, etc., that you like, first of all, if I'm playing a player like Nandre, I'm taking them to White Seek because it becomes so much harder to tempo. And I also think these players have learned a little bit of how to counteract that tempo.
So my chat is saying the brainstorm was actually a rare skip.
No way.
Apparently, it was a rare skip.
Well, forget that. Then Nandre just extremely unlucky.
Unlucky, bro.
You know, forget everything I said. Edgy didn't do anything right, except, I mean, always take the rare skip. I mean, that is very much.
They took the business card. I mean,
yeah, no, absolutely. But Nandre got photo. That is a good point. There was I was okay. It didn't. That makes sense, chat, because I was like, how did Nandre end up with the photo though, and didn't see brainstorm?
That's interesting. So the photograph was an anti-1 then.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean that does give the scoring advantage to Nandre for this first PvP at least. unless Photograph decides to show back up for Edzy, because this brainstorm is not scoring. It's just economy right now.
The issue is it being common. I think if this was like an idol, we'd feel a little bit better, like watching this from a third person perspective about Nandre's chances.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
not
as long
over.
as it's not taking the early lives. I mean, if you make enough money, you can manifest another brainstorm the same way you can manifest another photo. Maybe less often, less common that happens, but you know, it's possible.
Yeah. Would it be a pain in the butt if I knocked on your chat?
No, absolutely not.
All right. Knock cheese.
Oh my god, DNA. My goodness.
What a seed. I will say
also.
Sorry, go ahead.
The photo chat is not very good here, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, we just don't have good base molt. We need to get like a flush house in order for it to be super impactful, and even then it's an 8x on like 14 base molt. That's only going to be slightly above 100 molt, and this 3 of a kind chips, that's copyable from Brainstorm, and that's going to be 200 chips on Plasma. So
Vagabond, me and you were off down the same page. I was about to make this whole thing. I'm like, that unfortunately PhotoChat just realized is not equal 200, which with the brainstorm and the Wily, actually we do have scoring in that regard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Doc was on the same wavelength too. we're all
thinking the same thing. But yeah, I mean, so this brainstorm is going to give the tempo advantage to Edzy. Unfortunately for Nandre, I think if this was any other deck other than Plasma, then Nandre would have potentially some more tempo here. But
which is funny because this is Nandre's bread and butter. But I actually think Edzy probably one of the best players on Plasma deck outside of Nandre. Also, a fun fact, this is the first time in Major League Balatro history we have had the 4th matchup of a game. These two played each other both regular season 1 and 2 and in the playoffs of regular season 1. This is turning into a spectacle at this point. They have played a total of like, what is that, like 3, 4, 3. This is their 13th game against one another.
What is the match history? Does anybody know?
Edzy,
what the performance was, or
I believe won 2-1 regular season 1, playoffs won 3-1. I think last season won 2-1. So Edzy has won every single match, but Nandre's always gone a game off of Edzy.
I see. So very Edzy favored, but
it's not been
that
sweeps.
Been the Plasma deck though? That
it has been a lot of Plasma, and Edzy season 1 only loved Gold Stake as well, so it was a lot of Gold Stake, which Nandre doesn't mind either. Edzy only recently discovering, I think through playing a lot more comfortably on the multiplayer side of things, that they actually don't want as much variance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I completely understand that. Against somebody who doesn't play as much multiplayer and values that tempo line, playing White Stake is definitely to your best interest for sure.
Also, C-Dubs also called out the Wily. He's making a bunch of emotes in chat. We have to.
Thank you, C-Dubs. So it looks like everybody knew, and just me bringing it up.
We were actually late.
I mean, why did I even say anything? Everybody knew it already, Seems like I was the slow one. It seems.
Unfortunate for Edzy that they never. Well, I don't know how they're gonna approach it, but it would have been nice to somehow draw another king there, so you could Chad the gold seal, and you don't have to go for the points.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea what Nandre is gonna score here, so we do know that we're up a brainstorm here. It's pretty easy to track your opponent's skips. If we know they didn't take the rare skip, we know we're up a brainstorm, so we could be thinking, hey, I'm confident I'm gonna win this PvP. The extra Chad, that's $6, well, $8 with the business card on average. And so yeah, it looks like that's what they're gonna go for.
Bit
of a risk here, but Nandre is not gonna be able to punish.
It worked out, and I think Edzy, we should have had them unmuted because definitely some conversation happened there. Maybe Edzy realized the brainstorm's not available.
But I greeded. Will my greed be punished?
Potentially.
Surely not, right? Hack arrowhead, huh? Alright. Round, go round. Doing a bit. You're gonna be very surprised after this.
Winning this PvP is huge for Edgy. I mean, it puts us in such a good spot. Hey, Paradolia with the hack photo.
It does help Nandre. That's an extra trigger on photo. We also we have a gold seal 5. I was like, do we have a red seal 5? I thought I saw something, but no, it's a gold seal 5. It also is going to be good for both of these players in terms of econ right now, specifically for Edzy with the business card and Chad. Maybe in the future for Nandre with a faceless or business card or reserve parking.
Yeah, but it does get a little bit scary. What does Edzy sell the... is Edzy supposed to sell the Wily Joker for the Paradolia? That's your only scoring option here. We don't have that photograph like Nandre does, so...
It's white stake plasma, baby. We ride without scoring.
True. I mean, Chad...
I guess we also just don't...
Like enough tips to me.
You don't need the Paradolia if you're Edzy. You're gonna find enough face cards because the main face card that matters is just the first one with the chat, right? So,
yep.
It's not needed, but much more important, I think, on Nandre's side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's talk about some breakpoints really quick. I mean, that 100 or so and a little bit more molt that we were talking about last time with that extra trigger from the hack has suddenly become 200, and then with the seeing double, if we get that in our scoring as well in a flush house with like the lovers maybe, that's suddenly 400 base molt. It's like that's a tall task to get there with chips. So if Nandre plays this correctly and Edzy doesn't find much in terms of X molt, Nandre might be positioned to take this next PvP.
Well, and a big thing here is, and sometimes even it's just week 1 and we're only halfway through week 1, so I'm still shifting my brain out of ranked mode. For those who don't know, ranked Balatro, Glass Justice is banned. The only way to get Glass cards is from standard packs, familiar, incantation, and it's only 1.5x. Glass is 2x with Justice in vanilla. This Paradolia hack photo Chad combo could go insane for Nandre if they find Glass.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about Glass, which is like rare because that's normally all I'm thinking about.
I think that is Nandre's ticket to winning some rounds while we try and figure out how to, make up for basically being down a brainstorm. Now, of course, if Glass is easy to find here, we have brainstorm DNA and still we have a Chad with brainstorm on Edzy's side. So it's not like Glass is necessarily bad or not going to be available.
I mean, arguably the first Glass card is going to be better for Edzy than for Nandre because we have the Chad copy. I mean, that's going to be 32x molt on the first Glass card. That's a lot.
Absolutely.
But it's certainly not bad for Nandre either. I think with the one Glass card, that's still not enough for Edzy to catch up to Nandre, because Nandre with the same Glass card, though it gives less X molt, it's still going to be... He still has photo. So
yeah,
that's like, oh my gosh, Seance pickoff from Edzy with the brainstorm.
Completely multiplayer ranked coded Edzy. This is a new man. I don't recognize him anymore.
Yeah, Edzy has not been using this DNA, and I think that's really because we've been looking for this Gold Seal King, and the fact that we haven't found
now, do you make 2 copies, or do we? I'm tempted to only copy it once here. Well, I guess that's fine.
I'm making 2.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess you might as well. It's not that big of a difference.
I mean, it could be a big difference depending on how the econ game goes here. I mean, I guess there is a rebate in the seed, so maybe it's not going to be super impactful, but we have a Chad with Brainstorm. Every single one of these is $15.
No, absolutely. I guess my thought, you're right. My thought process when I said it wasn't that much of a difference is just adding an extra card that maybe we don't care as much about in the future to our deck.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I think we're destined to have very, very thick decks this game just because of this DNA brainstorm. I mean, the second we get a Justice card, we are going to be printing it. I think that is the biggest thing Edzy has going for him this game is this DNA, right?
There is the first glass, and we also are holding a Fool on Nandre's side. So we're going to glass a 3, and then we're going to have another one up top.
Okay, Edzy here has to make a decision. Do you go the Seance or do you go trading card? Okay, now you have to get rid of the Seance.
Forget everything we said about Nandre's paths to victory. Things got a lot harder.
Yeah, Ancient Joker with a Brainstorm is a big deal.
How many? We're at 10 rerolls for Edzy in this ante. We're at 0 for Nandre. That is the power of Brainstorm and Business Card, Brainstorm and Mail and Rebate, and Brainstorm and Chad with a Gold Seal. We literally have exercised like every version of getting money.
Is Edzy considering selling out of Rebate here because the Gold Seals are a lot of money, so maybe we don't need the Rebate, and then picking up the Ancient, keeping the Seance? I mean, this is ballsy play.
I love it.
This is a ballsy play if that's what we're going to do here. I think that Seance is a great Joker early. It's a great Joker early. It's a great Joker with a Brainstorm. You can generate 2 Spectrals at a time. That's awesome. But the more fixed your deck gets into one specific rank, the harder it gets to use. The more you're going to have to sacrifice in order to utilize it. Sells DNA! What?
We don't even...
shot!
I strongly disagree with that because with Glass, what we could do with DNA and Brainstorm is you glass the suit that Ancient hits, and then you have 2 copies of Glass of the right suit. Because Glass is more important than Ancient. Well, I guess if you're copying Ancient with...
We could have printed gold sealed Glass cards, which normally I'm not a fan of, but with DNA, I mean, who even cares? Like, just play those guys.
Well, I guess, to your point, the deck isn't going to get fat now. because we got rid of DNA. I was not expecting that.
No, I don't think I can agree with that play either myself. I mean... DNA is just so valuable. Getting flush 5 Glass before PvPs here, but we'll see what this results in. I mean, we have the world card. We have the world card in hand.
But it's on clubs.
I mean, well, the world card's for Seance. So
I really thought you thought. I was like.
No. I mean, maybe we get a straight flush. We need to be careful though, because winning here is kind of important. Also, the fact that Nandre misses the Ancient is brutal. I mean, those gold seals providing so much value, genuinely, and the Brainstorm being able to copy Rebate as well. I mean, the economy lead is crazy. $227 spent on Edzy's side compared to 95.
Yeah, and Dog said, remind me of the finals last season, using DNA to make every kind of suit for Ancient. Like when you have Brainstorm DNA, you could have legitimately made basically like a full flush 5 for every suit of Glass. It's just, it's more powerful, I think, than not whatever Seance is going to get you, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. It's also like, how are we going to get rebate value if we're searching for the straight flush and we still need to score?
Yeah, I think that here it's very wise of Edzy to just hold on to these kings, not play into the Seance here. I mean, that is a much easier Joker to use in the base blinds than in the PvP when it's so important that you win. The Lover's King here, unfortunately, the Lover's Kings were clubs, so it's not going to be an insane Ancient. Like, the Ancient is going to be super helpful, but... I think the big deal here is Nandre has this Justice card, and it's going to be triggered by the hack, and it's going to be triggered by the Chad with the photo.
But didn't find the 3. I feel like if I'm Nandre, I dig deeper.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that what we did also could have been very helpful.
Like the 3, I guess, is only
4x
there, but I think more. I don't know.
That's horrendous.
No glass draw from Edzy means we're probably not going to win this PvP.
Well, there's that
Brainstorm.
That's good for Nandre. We want to buy every life we can buy is a step closer to figuring our way out of this Brainstorm hole.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that sounds very ridiculous, chat. Oh, winning or taking lives off the opponent is probably a good thing. But the key here is if Nandre went down to 2 lives, I think especially it becomes such an easy tempo play for Edzy. Like we all of a sudden could be like, forget Seance. What do I care?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think that holding on to Seance over DNA was crazy, but I mean,
I think it's a huge mistake. But we've seen people in a tournament for $10,000 onk a Seance.
That's true.
And not saying that was the correct play, but we've seen that people really commit to the Seance, and I just think there's too much underestimation how hard it is to make a straight flush, how much value you give up when doing that process.
I won't lie.
Oh, there's the photo. That's bad. That's very, very, very bad for Nandre.
Now we gotta sell out a Seance. I won't lie. I have onked a Seance before, but that was because there was a Vagabond in the shop. Okay, and that kind of really enables it. That kind of like and also I had Crystal Ball, so I generate the tarot card and 2 spectrals. Like,
okay, fine.
It was pretty good. It was okay, and all my other jokers were bad. But that's the only time I've ever done it.
Oh, okay.
Did we just sell rebate? We just sold.
We
rebate.
sold rebate. That is. So, oh, you're right. The gold seals are still going to provide enough value, but that is. Okay, actually, you know what? I was gonna say that's actually massive for Nandre because all of a sudden Nandre can finally be ahead in the shop, but I think the gold seals are still gonna clear.
Yeah, I think if like I think Edzy can never make this play unless you have those gold seals. If you don't have those gold seals, this is just illegal. I'm sorry.
You're right. Somebody call the police.
All right, King and 9 of Spades. All we need is the Queen draw, but remember, we strength 2 of them. So this is going to be kind of somewhat difficult to draw. There it is. Queen, Jack, 10, 9.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what is it going to be? I'm guessing Incantation and Talisman.
Well, what are we looking for Edzy here? I mean, Onk doesn't do anything.
Deja
Wraith is interesting, but probably also doesn't do anything where you have limited hits there. Deja Vu is probably the big one. Cryptid's okay. There's a Cryptid!
Yeah.
That's good. We can use that. But we literally had Cryptid in our Joker slots. Like, oh my gosh, Cryptid. We had DNA. We had DNA. That's literally Cryptid every round.
We could have a Polychrome Brainstorm, though. Have you thought about that? I'll take the silence as a resounding yes.
Like, I don't know. I think, look, Edzy plays multiplayer. He follows the meta. He understands a lot of things. Immediately drawing the glass, by the way. And also we have a star card here.
The key here is, you know what other way we could create 2 copies of this glass card? The DNA. Exactly. It's just like it eliminated Cryptid from being a good pick because that was canceled out by the like what you had to give up.
We're still happy to see it. You know, we're still happy to see it. Don't get me wrong, but yes, the DNA was just the Cryptid every round.
It's really just Deja Vu Ecto. I think that's it. I mean, Immolate's fine.
Immolate's good.
I guess medium because we don't have a purple yet.
You could say Trance could be impactful maybe if we need the levels, but it's also when you get into glass this early. This is a problem that people deal with when you get into glass this early. It's really hard to use the blue seals for the levels that you really care about, because a lot of your flush 5 is glass, so you don't want to play that before PvP.
And once again, a purple seal was a net neutral because we wouldn't need purple seals if we had DNA. We just copy the glass card.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I think the only thing that could make this Seance truly pay off is a Deja Vu and an Ecto. Yeah, I think you're pretty much correct with that. Oh my god, somebody in chat is right. We could get a Wraith and then the Wraith is DNA. Cinema.
I'll tell you right now, I will leave the casting booth and Vagabond will continue if that happens.
My goodness.
I need that to happen now. We need someone contact the script writers. Give me a second version of this game.
Yeah, I think, man, DNA is powerful in ranked, but it is just so much
It's
more
needed
powerful
in Major League Balatro. Not, I don't want to say needed. It's so vital. Well, here's the other thing. DNA is more powerful with the brainstorm. And again, I'm going to hear, oh, isn't every card more powerful? But I would argue DNA is especially because you're, with Glass, guaranteed you're adding copies. There's no round now where it's nothing.
The other thing about it is a problem you run into with DNA is, hey, you need to draw the card that you want to DNA within a certain amount of discards. Well, when you get that first DNA off,
yeah, it snowballs.
You're only adding one card, and if the glass breaks, then it's really unfortunate. You still only have one card. But with this DNA, we're guaranteed to add 2 copies, and we're guaranteed to have at least 2 in the next one, and it makes our life way easier on drawing it. So the return on investment from the brainstorm DNA is just really good.
You know, looking over at Nandre's side here, we haven't commentated too much because it's been very straightforward. Nandre's doing a good job with mail-in rebate. Obviously, doesn't have the brainstorm, so it's not nearly as important. I do think is struggling a little bit here from not having ooh, that was not the right play. Needed to put the 10 first to get at the extra chips. And I actually think they may lose to the blind because of it. Oh, no. I honestly think just putting the 10 first would have been enough.
That's tragic. You know, I think, you know, it's interesting because we're looking at Edzy make so many plays that we would personally not do. And the thing is, Nandre, without the talisman, without the brainstorm, just hasn't had the opportunity to even make the decisions that Edzy has. Like, we didn't see the DNA, we didn't see the seance, we didn't, like, none of that. Like, we haven't had the chance to even interact with the game in the same way that Edzy has because of this insane econ lead. So even though maybe Edzy's misplaying here, it's not gonna matter because
he put the 2 first because of hack. My apologies, chat. I don't know if that... I still think the chips were actually better, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, I agree with what you're getting at, Vagabond. Like, there's not much to focus on here for Edzy, or for Nandre, because it's just been so much less in the decision-making process. And honestly, I think Nandre's played this really... Oh, what?
We just discarded one of our glass... Oh, wait, is that a club or a spade on our kings?
It is a club. It is a club.
It is a club, okay. But still discarding... Well, I guess copying Ancient is going to make our lovers better than our glass here.
Yes. But I don't think Nandre's played... I think that was the first really big mistake. Other than that, I've actually loved Nandre's lines through this game with what he had available to him. Edzy got, I mean, truly top hit on that rear skip.
Yeah, we got the brainstorm in the rear skip. Yeah, like that's just how it is sometimes.
A sigil and a trance.
My goodness.
I mean, why not? Let's sigil. See if you get spades.
Well, I mean, you probably saved the sigil for another straight flush, right?
Okay, Mr. Logical over here.
I mean, hey,
that makes a ton of sense.
If we get, I don't know, maybe if we farm 6 more spectrals, we have a good chance to get a red seal. You know, if we see 50% of the spectral cards.
The greed that Edzy's allowed because of this Chad gold seal is ridiculous. It makes me upset, but it almost makes me feel like the Sans play is just a lot closer because, yeah, we're just getting so much money, it almost doesn't even matter. It's more the DNA one that seems odd.
It's, okay, like, I think we can agree it's definitely not as good as DNA, but
yeah.
It's worse being played.
Seance over rebates, with the gold seals, I think you could 100% make a much better argument for that.
Here, I would probably...
Let's... I think I maybe can.
Okay. All right, here's the 5 of a kind calculating Edzy, trying to figure out what is the best
So here I look
order
at
here.
ancient.
We should be putting this. Is that a Spade
I
King
think I should beat it anyways.
in the front, or is
But
that?
if I look at
No, it's a
Chad, then I
club. We
get-
already talked
It's a
about this. It's a
club,
club.
yeah.
We
0.2,
should be
I can get the
putting
gold, the
the
score.
club king first, just because it's 2.25x
And
if
I
we're
get
copying
1 point.
ancient.
Sorry,
But we
just going
might
on
not
map.
even copy
You get
ancient.
2.25
Wants
Photo
to copy-
Chad
better. Chad
Archer,
copy might be
and
better.
then times
He's
4.
copying Chad because he's doing the math and realizing he wins anyway and wants the extra
Whereas
money.
if I did this,
Well, I think
then I
that
would
Chad might
guess,
just be the most score. I'm not 100% certain there.
this is around 7.
'cause you get
2.25 times 4, so that's
You
times
get
8.
2x. You get
7.5.
some.
Probably
I know it's
better
like
this, so if I look
16x
here,
or something
I get
if you
another
copy Chad
times 8.
with the photo in the glass.
So Chad and photo are about the
And
same.
then
Ancient Joker is another.
If you copy
4.5,
ancient
2.25,
with
This is about
the
7, and
lovers
Chad
first,
would re-trigger
you get like 2
twice.
more
But I think the
instances of
thing is, I would
1.5x,
literally always beat this, so I can just greed.
and that's I think a Chad copy is just best for scoring here. I don't even think it's a
Yeah,
money play.
Edzy did all that math and said it doesn't even matter. I win regardless. I should just greed. And it's like, thanks, Edzy. You could have saved us 7 minutes. But
That's greedy.
No, they're figuring out optimal scoring. I think that was just correct.
I don't think Nandre knows about the skip. Just does unaware. And I think that's what's probably, like, in Major League Balatro, because of without the order, you can always assume your opponent just got something you didn't. But I think Nandre's getting a little frustrated because it's like, he's played the econ game well, has this really interesting angle with the hack pareidolia. It feels like you're getting near max score. If you're unaware of the rare skip, you would be a little like, what was the little difference to see the one thing that's causing this massive upset in balance? Showman. Oh,
Interesting.
man.
I mean, we have photo Chad. This is a plenty good reason to get out of Seance. Let me tell you. Get another photo, another Chad wins this game. Oh, we're doing it.
Yeah. And there's the sock. You probably
That's pretty
don't
funny.
need Showman.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
That
good
is
for
pretty
Nandre.
funny.
Nandre's gonna see this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the
But
thing is, they're gonna probably
it's
have
just
to
not
get
good
out
enough.
of the rebate, right?
Yeah,
When
no,
they have to get out of the
exactly.
rebate, it's gonna be no more money on their side of the screen. So you could say it's a good thing. You could say it's a bad thing. Edzy is just going to have money to try to find an idol, try to find something for the rest of this game. 3 lives to 1 life. Even if Nandre pulls off a crazy scoring comeback in this next PvP, they're just going to be down on resources for the entire game. And we're selling photo.
Going all in on the ancient. Well, that makes sense because we can make a lot of copies of all the different suits with our DNA. Oh, wait.
1098-765. Edzy may be missing this seance a little bit. We could have sigiled and gotten there, but
I get this
Man,
play because we're probably going to brainstorm the ancient. And this way, like, ideally, like, Showman could give us another Chad. I guess is most likely. I have all these things up here. Which helps with the more... We just want more triggers right now.
I mean, another Chad. Another photo could be nice, but we sold our photo. Well, I mean, I guess you can't have Showman and get another photo or Chad. I don't know. I think. I mean, how much scoring was that photo? It was like a 16x right now. So we're gonna have to find something worth a 16x. So that's like exclusively sock. I mean, Chad is not as good as the photo here.
Well, for copying Ancient, right? Ancient's now 2.25x, so we just need to trigger that 4 times. Yeah, Chad isn't as good as a photo, you are correct. I mean, Chad's more money, but yeah, it's not as good as a photo. So maybe a slight mistake there by as you're hedging, because I mean, Showman can give you a sock Ancient
no,
Brainstorm.
Chad is better. Chad is better, no? Because Because you get 2 triggers of the 2.25, and then you get 2 triggers of glass. So it's like
If
4 times 4
if
4
the
times like
first
5,
card
so it's like times
is
20.
the right suit and glass, I mean that seems
Oh, true.
like we only have
And we have the sigil, and that always. Oh, okay. There's an idol.
huh. Is Nandre
Hmm.
gonna see this? Yes. Nandre actually doing really good job. Made a lot of money, despite everything. Does have the 1 gold seal, so.
Melon in chat saying sell Chad for idol. No, there's some people in multiplayer who just keep showman forever. Like I mean, I have to like the feeling you get when you high roll a showman is like few feelings can compare. So
I think you
I get
have
it.
to sell. I don't know what you sell here if you're Nandre, like hack, but then it's like, why do you have Paratoli?
I mean, okay, this is very honestly. You could argue this idol showing up is good for Nandre because a good.
Oh, I think
streak
it
of
is.
luck,
I think it's better for Nandre than it is for Edzy, 100% at this
Yeah.
life for sure.
Well, potentially the rest of the game if this idol does not want to cooperate with Edzy because Nandre can deal with any hit. That's the power of Pareidolia Sock hack. I mean, I guess the hack only works on the
I think you get
on
rid
the
of hack,
twos
and now
below.
it's every hit is a good hit for Nandre, and you hope for mishits.
Exactly. I think that should be the play from Nandre here because this hack does limit you to just the 5s and below, but
it stinks that our 1 glass card is a hackable card, but you can always make glass of other things. And eventually you could sell out a Pareidolia if you are able to deck fix. I
you
think
just
we've
really
seen.
gotta hope it cooperates. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, we've had. I think every single different Joker in the roster has been said in chat at this point. I saw a sell hack, a sell photo, a sell Chad. We're all in agreement on a sock, I guess.
Say sell brainstorm for rage bait points. Hold on.
Sell idol from Shaker. Yeah, buy and sell idol.
Is Edzy gonna play this 4 of a kind for money at the risk of their glass? Like risking
Again,
their glass here?
we shouldn't be worried because of DNA. Imagine the DNA now. We'd have 80.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Wait, selling Pareidolia? Wait, we just sold Pareidolia for no reason on Nandre's side of the screen. Huh? We just said, screw that Pareidolia guy. I don't need him.
It was a big mistake. That was Nandre. It came back. There's a chance. Nandre,
back,
realize. Come on, have it. It needs to click. It needs to click because now our off hits can still work. Forget it. Sell the devil. Sell the rough trap.
We don't need it.
Okay. Save. It's always it always comes back.
My God, you know, the game is not letting Nandre misplay here.
The script writers literally parachute that in and said, "What the hell?"
No, the script writers were like, "Hey, Nandre, you're varying from the script right now. That's not allowed. Hold on. You
no,
better buy this."
We had 2 disconnects in the Nito Bean game because they just refused to follow the script. It was getting crazy. That is the second time in Major League Balatro, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy that's happened twice. That someone sold a Pareidolia. I was the second time by accident, and then it came up a reroll later and being like, "Oh, thank God."
Dude, it's so funny.
What's the idol hit for Mr. Edzy? We'll see in 1 second as he pokes around his deck. Okay, we understand, Edzy. You do have kings. Thank you. Wow. Much king. Do we have a flush here? I don't. Is high card enough? I guess it is probably enough.
I mean, we have Chad Sock Pareidolia photo.
Back. Oh my God, I keep missing it. It is 8 of clubs.
It's
8 of clubs.
8
and
of clubs.
It's diamonds. It's not a great ancient hit either.
I mean, if Nandre can make this
Oh.
idle hit work, they need to make this idle hit work though, because otherwise Edzy can just win with the ancient.
Yeah. Wait, Nandre's trying to time. That's funny. All right, listening in. We do draw the 8 of clubs right away, but it's only one.
Does Nandre have purple seals in the deck?
No. One. We do have a singular.
Gone.
So that could be a moon card. Is what I'm hearing.
Car wash and left all your windows down.
Script writers.
That sound like, I mean,
We
I'm
should
not
keep
gonna
that
lie,
7 of
how
club in
could you
case of the
possibly
string.
forget to roll your windows up. Not to.
It haven't a Zano, not me.
Not to.
I mean, moon card is definitely just the best thing for Nandre here.
Anything.
Justice
One
would be
second,
pretty
I
good
gotta
too.
do- Oh my! I
Hey,
can't hear you for 1 second. I gotta switch my headphone battery out.
go ahead.
This game was long ago won if we had DNA. Well, actually, everyone has DNA jokerless. That's how humans
All right.
work.
I'll lock in one of these. Oh, that was actually a lot less than I thought it would be.
Unfortunate for that 5 gold seal for Nandre to be the lowest. Would have to play a high card to get the money, but then you can't. Oh, we already used our discards. There's no purple seal. Oh no.
So if the problem is,
I
so
believe
can't
that is
copy-
GG
like, if
from
I
the
look at
ancients.
sock, it would be stronger if I had all glass.
Yeah.
I only have 2 glass. What's the wouldn't it be better if I just looked at ancients and had all wilds? I should toss the glass, right?
Nandre also needs to toss the 3 because it's only a 2x. It's literally nothing without the hack. Oh, I guess sock pareidolia.
should
No, it's
toss
still
the
something.
glass.
Never mind. I
We're
take it
gonna have
back,
a full
chat.
wild hand. We find the last king of diamonds. Okay.
Nandre's playing it now. We had an extra hand to dig.
Full house here for Nandre.
I've seen Nandre do this before, and we just need to dig in this PvP. Could have been an extra 1.5x, which turns into like basically a 2x with plasma scoring.
I mean, 21 million from Nandre here is just not anywhere close to what we need to be, and we're getting the lovers, full flush 5 of diamonds here from Edzy with the sock and the Chad. That should be plenty to close this game out.
This is what I've got.
When someone says this is why I got it and it takes this long to score, you know you're in trouble.
True.
It wasn't
Pretty-
91
Find
billion.
a brainstorm? Where'd you find a
It's like
brainstorm?
I
3
rare skipped
E's
on the big blind of
or so.
I
It was
thought
brainstorm.
about it. I thought about it.
I mean, it is plasma deck
Brainstorm.
scaling, so I don't know exactly.
It's
how many times to
complicated.
throw away.
That
I would have to
it's
square root
kind of a
both,
high
and we
roll,
can figure it out.
yeah.
But
And then I feel like it snowballed out of control from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because
All right, that's going to be
so much
the
more.
second game
yeah,
to
pretty good,
Edzy
though.
here,
Yeah, business card.
getting
and then
3
rebates
points
and, like,
minimum,
I have a
securing
gold
themselves
seal
a very
because of
good,
I played with
very good
Seance,
set of
and
games
I
for
think I got
today. A
gold
very
seal off
good
of it.
turnout for them.
You
But
got a
can they get the
seance. Where'd you
4th
get a
point?
seance?
It was pretty early in one of
And
the.
can
shots I
Nandre
felt
make
like.
sure they don't get swept?
chances of pulling it.
Yeah,
I don't
bottom
believe
decking
in stats
the exact
anymore.
4 cards in my bottom 9 5 times in a row is my bad. You're right. But we're in it. Black gold. Oh, how did we get
Oh.
here?
Uh,
I hope
I-
it was Nandre picking gold and then Edzy picking black deck because
I am shocked
I
that
guess
Edzy did
it's the other way.
not. Yeah, I think it could have been the other. Well, Nandre picked first. Would Edzy really want to take this to gold stake? I don't believe it.
yep, I was correct. Nandre picked gold, Edzy picked black.
Oh,
So I'm shocked Edzy did not take this to something like where you would take it being like a red.
I mean, at the end of that game, Edzy did just say, "Do not put me on your fantasy roster. We're not going big numbers here."
I mean, this one's got to be for the fans, right? I mean, who doesn't love watching some black gold? Okay, it is known to be the hardest deck state combo. The most
maybe
inconsistent, at least.
that might be Edzy's, angle here. Is Edzy's arguably outside of like Dr. Spectre, SPV, maybe Kai, Pugman. Like we're talking about like top 10 known people when it comes to playing gold stakes. So maybe just take it to the very hardest gold stake and you think you're gonna outlive your opponent. This is not about the PvPs anymore, like almost at all.
I mean, it of course depends on the seed. We get a few really good econ jokers, and it changes the game. But
it's very rare. Like I've seen it one time happen on black deck gold stake.
I just learned a tech to inflate my stats. Every rental in the shop, if you put me on gold, I'm buying selling all of them.
Wait, true. That increases the total spent. Wait,
Are
that's
we
how you
really
win
gonna have
the
to put in a
logs
bean
game. You're
code to
tapped
stop
in.
that?
Ooh, faceless very hard to do on this stake, but we have 6 Joker slots, and it scales the abstract for more safety in this blind. I think this is a great pickup, though a little hard
Yeah.
to use in the hook.
Yeah, I absolutely don't mind it. And the important thing here is you don't necessarily need this faceless to get maximum value all the time. You don't need $10 from it every single round from your 2 discards. As long as you're getting $5 relatively consistently in the blinds, even if you miss it every once in a while, it's fine. I think what's important is that it's not rental. And it's giving you 3 molt with this abstract, so you're really secure in beating these blinds.
I don't hate buying the Odd Todd rental with this faceless. Odd Todd is insane chips.
That's true, but it is going to cost you a Joker slot and a rental fee
Yes.
every round for the rest of the game.
But
You are rewarded for it if you just there's no chips. That's easily a first 2 PvPs, but it's a hard thing to take.
it is.
Absolutely.
It's only a little bit easier because we found some sort of econ to at least pay for the Odd Todd, like with 1 discard. And also it makes abstract slightly better going into this next ante.
We got a $5 payout for Edzy here. Should we be able to win with this 2 pair and the banana? Banana very powerful, allowing for that that faceless, allowing us to greed for faceless a lot easier. And Edzy's just gonna keep trying to build up money as Nandre decides what to do in this shop. I mean, it's a difficult shop.
I think he's completely ignoring the Todd. He said, "We don't need this Todd guy."
And
But we are gonna take the
eternal
faceless.
I think this is something that, like, hey, if you are starting out your gold state games in Balatro, this is a very common pattern here. You see an early eternal econ joker and you're like, wow, that joker is going to be with me for the rest of the game, and it's not going to help scoring against the final boss. Just pick it up. The value that it generates for the rest of the game can absolutely be worth it. So
There you go, $5. Nice.
Yeah, I
getting
don't
that in the
know
hook is big.
I
Edzy
don't
did
know
get.
if
Oh,
did
Edzy
Edzy
did.
get that $5?
I mean, they bought the banana, which is pretty expensive.
I thought he didn't.
I don't
I thought
think
he
he
didn't
did.
get it, but I mean, maybe he did.
I don't think he did. Or maybe he went Arcana. Ooh.
Arcana's crazy. I mean, Devil 100% here, but
I mean, is the devil really
I don't.
that
I don't hate a
impactful?
death. I don't hate a
Because-
death with the faceless.
On
Okay,
black deck,
fair,
how often
fair.
are you even gonna draw that gold card?
I just hate this Arcana pack. Can I just say that? How about we just not open the Arcana pack?
True, true. How about that? But yeah, death I don't hate because of the extra faceless value. And then I mean temperance, you can just get your money back. So.
Ooh, Edzy taking some very good rentals to pick up before PvP. This Wily, you know, that's going to be a lot of chips that would completely have negated the odd Todd. And just the reserve parking, there's no reason not to take it. I'm sure we're probably going to sell both of these if we can after this PvP, but that is a
100%.
common strategy and a very good one in Gold Stake to just take those rentals because it's $1, you get your dollar back. It's really just a free rental.
It's literally free. It's just, hey, have these jokers for a blind. It's just important that you sell them when you know you're gonna win, because you don't want to pay that $6.
Oh, here, Bean. Sorry, I didn't add you to the shared chat. Invite guest. Bean.
Well, I was fine with that. I have to go in 20 minutes to catch a tournament match for the 10K.
Ooh.
It's Max Wu versus Jazz.
Yeah, I gotta watch
Even
that
more
one.
exciting.
Maybe you don't want to pay the $6. I mean, true. This Wily could be what allows us to live the blinds in the future.
An Earth level there on black deck seems dubious. Oh no, does this
I mean,
win?
there is a lack of chips.
Ooh, that's unfortunate from Nandre. It's gonna end up being Nandre actually has like equal total spend. Oh, I'm so curious.
I mean, they're at the exact same spot in the shop. If he
Yeah.
picks up both these jokers, we're at the same, like $1 extra spend. I don't know how that works out, but it just, when we got the faceless procs, Nandre got that one in the boss blind. Edzy probably got an extra in the big blind.
Not gonna
But
take
we're
the
not taking the
reserve.
reserved.
No reserve, no chariot. I mean, the chariot doesn't really matter. All our molt is coming
Yeah.
from our joker slots. We don't have great base molt here, so.
Well, right away a 3 of a kind. I feel like
It's crazy. They both draw 3 of a kind, and it's 4s for Edzy and 3s for Nandre.
It's going to score a little bit more for Edzy here just because, I mean, the extra chips on the cards, probably not that relevant, but the abstract molt, we have 5 jokers here for Edzy, and Nandre not picking up the completely free rental reserve parking.
a standard pack open for Edzy versus the Arcana pack, I think, for Nandre.
I see. I mean, Nandre does have this full house level, barring some rough draws for... I mean, if Edzy can't draw more 3 of a kinds, just having one bigger hand could take it.
Could.
Absolutely. And
It's
it
nice
looks like we
faces
are going to
pop.
go for the full house.
Or
four of a kind. Plus-
You might have to settle. You only have one hand.
I mean, the 4 of a kind scores more than the full house anyway. I think the one thing here, though, is that, yes, this 4 of a kind is going to score more than Edzy's 3 of a kind, but what you really want is to play multiple hands here so that your chips jokers and your molt
Gets the
jokers
3 of a
can
kind
be...
checks.
It gets the 3 of a kind. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Edzy missed the second 3 of
Yeah.
a kind. And Edzy playing this hand is going to give Edzy the go-ahead to sell out of both of these jokers. I'm not sure if we're going to keep the Wily or not. It is strong, but we do get out of it and take the high card level.
I mean,
Yeah,
Edzy had to sell out anyway, right? Like, there's no 3 of a kind. There's no face cards.
Well,
So-
it's just that maybe you would consider holding onto the Wily for the base blinds in the future because we just have a severe lack of chips right now.
No, but I meant Nandre playing first didn't give any extra, like, I don't know.
Oh,
There was no
well,
reason
I was
not
talking
to
about it
sell
from
it.
Edzy's point of view. I was talking about from Edzy, but yeah, Nandre didn't have a choice.
That's another death on the king. I think that's 6 kings for Nandre.
I have to
time
admit
potential.
already, I think you were right about that play with the Eternal Faceless being. It's just going to be more expected value than the Devil.
I mean, yeah, I mean, just having the extra face cards in the deck is going to allow you to discord 3 more often, just because you the scary thing about faceless is, like, yes, you can be full greed and guarantee the faceless procs, but then do you live the blind? So having a
Ooh.
lot more face cards allows you to be a bit more safe when you do it as well.
Is this 2-pair level gonna save Nandre right now?
I
Do you have a flush as
don't-
well? It's a lot
A
of
lot
malt.
of base molt. I mean, a flush with just a
31.
banana scores around
Oh
1500
yeah,
normally.
this
With the
clears.
abstract,
This
I
also
think
clears.
we should be fine. Absolutely.
I think the flush
Also-
is just more because of 1 extra mult in the base hand and same chips.
Edzy picked up the 2-pair level as well
actually-
and took the reroll joker, the flash card. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be a scaling molt option if we don't end up pivoting into full re-trigger at some point in the black deck gold stake seed, which is very realistic. I think
I mean-
that on black deck especially, we have a harder time going into those full re-trigger setups just because you see way less cards in your deck. I mean, you put a justice card on a king, your chance of actually drawing that glass king is so much less than on like a red deck or something.
Yeah, this temperance is looking pretty nice at $8. I'm gonna say I don't love this flashcard pickup from Edzy just because we have so much base malt already, and we're nowhere close to having the econ to be able to reroll.
It's so
I mean, it's
expensive.
a
Like,
future investment.
It was like $6 Joker.
I agree it was expensive. It's just an investment saying that, hey, there's a chance that this seed is completely terrible and this is the scaling molt that we can get in this game. I mean, we're probably not going to invest into it right now, but it has potential in the future if we get some decent econ and we get some good X molt and chips.
I mean,
I just think you
abstract
get a
on
lot.
black is like enough
But-
base malt, and you're gonna want to be pivoting to planet cards before this flash card is a meaningful amount of score. Also love this banner pickup.
Banner's gonna make this very easy for both of our players. Well, not completely, because you still want to get faceless
Yeah.
value.
I mean, you just have to get close to beating the blind, right? And the banner allows that. The pair from Edzy scoring at 2,800.
Nandre
A little
rolled
bit concerned this wins.
very low.
Okay, Edzy misplaying the economy just
Did.
a little bit here.
Nandre needs to be reminded that they have 6 Joker spots, please. I don't
mean,
know.
it's not the worst. I
No, it's not
guess
the worst
You want
sell.
to keep this wily. You're too deep into it. You got to keep the 100 chips now.
All right,
We
good.
know.
Okay, we remember.
I mean, you better get both of these faceless procs here at $0 with a rental. Does feel bad. Nope.
Full house level 2 all of a sudden looks pretty good. Not that I mean, it's not huge, but
Extra molt from the photo can't hurt.
yeah. Card
Ooh.
sharp.
And then the card
Edgy
sharp.
didn't
Shoot
roll.
the moon.
Oh, shoot the moon too. I love both of these.
I mean,
That high card
is
pivot
That
is
wins
real.
the
It's
game.
foil.
That wins
it's
the game.
foil. I mean, I just like this because it's Sly Joker. Like, genuinely.
I mean, I'm getting
But,
out of this wily right away.
Nandre seemingly upset because he built, I don't know, has like what, 7 kings?
Built into kings. The
Yeah,
Baron's coming.
it's a little frustrating.
We didn't get rid of queens though. We haven't used his strength.
Yeah.
And we're not going. Well, we still have the option, but
We
I
still
don't
have the
think
option to
Nandre's
sell
going-
Wiley.
Go and shoot the moon.
That's
There's
that's
steel
just
as
like
well.
I don't think I could see a better card early on a black deck gold stake run, honestly, than a foil shoot the moon. It feels so nice with the card sharp.
Yeah, with the card sharp, just so nice.
I mean that I truly think that Edzy loses this game if Nandre makes this play.
I mean, card sharp. At this
We take
point
the
in game
steal,
is
but
so
we pass
powerful.
it. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
You know, I think if it weren't for so many boss blinds interfering with card sharp's effect, like the needle or what's the one that doesn't let you repeat hand types, card sharp might be like just one of the best X3 Molt Jokers in the game. I mean, in fact, it like kind of already is. It's just not a like Blackboard level.
No, I think Card Sharp in multiplayer is the best X3 Joker. Except,
But,
I mean,
yeah,
maybe the
Card
trio if it's lower stakes.
Acrobat easily.
Yeah, it's Acrobat.
Yeah.
I mean, driver's license online, Cavendish. There's
I mean,
a lot
in
of good
this
3x
specific
jokers.
scenario, Card Sharp's better.
Card Sharp's
for
better
sure.
for high card because you can repeatedly get it.
But well, no, the best 3x is trio. No,
I guess it's
I don't know.
Cavendish.
no, it's Cavendish. It's Cavendish, of course. Of course. Well, all wrong. My bad. But yeah, I mean, this Card Sharp on Gold Stake, stickerless as well, is just so insane that Nandre sees this and Edzy just doesn't roll into it. And like you're saying, Edzy doesn't roll here. I mean, this is Gold Stake. The interest
Yeah.
is so relevant.
No, I
$15
didn't
here.
realize he only had 15. I'm kind of confused how Nandre got ahead in the shot, but I guess just rolling down to almost 0 does that to you.
They press the roll button, you know?
Nandre needs to sell this Wily. It's gonna pair so soon. It's not worth
Oh,
the
no.
$3.
I mean, we might be dead to blinds soon if we don't keep it, though.
All right, here's the second. Not the second two pair. Did we not get Card Sharp value this round from Nandre?
There was a pair there as well, but I mean, it was going to score like the same. We needed
Yeah,
two
I
three of a
guess-
kinds to take that PvP.
I guess we got rid of Banner, so we couldn't just play high card or pairs for our good scoring. We were too reliant on drawing multiple 3-of-a-kinds on. Again, I've said it already, but Black Deck just makes your draws so difficult. I mean, we only can see 20 cards
do it.
deeper
No,
into our
Nandre.
deck after the initial draw.
Can't afford it anyway.
Oh. Okay,
Are we
I thought he
considering-
he could afford it, but we just sold the Wily, and we need to score 9,000 here. We didn't even get that in the PvP. Gonna need some good draws. 5
Are
of
we
a kinds
cons-
aligned, but this discard's tempting with Faceless.
Is Edzy considering Eternal to the moon here? I can't tell.
Surely not.
I mean, it could be $5 around, but
I think more so
Hey,
looking
could-
at this greedy Joker with the photograph could be decent.
yeah, maybe.
Man, I can't
The
think but
holographic
go
line.
back if Nandre takes that Shoot the Moon with the Card
Yeah.
Sharp and all this baseball, it would have been so incredible.
Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna go next on Edzy's side of the screen here. I mean, this holographic greedy is interesting, but it's also $8.
It's a
Okay,
lot
never mind, I'll
better
take it back.
than
Zero.
JJ.
For sure. But it's like base molt isn't like the most helpful thing right now when we have banana.
Is he
and
just
abstract.
tossing away $5 to keep a Diamond King?
I think now
Okay, we
that
got
Edzy-
another chance.
No, Edzy knows now. They don't.
Nope, we're just ignoring our eternal econ.
I think it's
Well,
got to be a
this two-pair
two-pair-
shouldn't win
oof.
because the banner. Oh my gosh, it does just barely.
Nandre should be playing 2 pairs over and over again. He has level 2 pair, has the Card Sharp. It's reliable enough.
We need to draw one here, though.
Yep, we have a load of kings. Okay, we drew the queen. Sure,
Draw the
why not?
queen.
Who cares?
Smart discard, I guess.
There you go. 8,000 per for the second and third 2 pairs, and we get $1.
I mean-
Woohoo!
Some chips would go
Hermit.
very far.
Hermit in the pack for Edzy. I mean, we're up to $41. We might be considering this seed money. I wonder if that's gonna happen.
That to the moon, not looking too bad with that. I guess that's why Edzy was looking at it with the voucher and shop.
Yep. $10 around for an Eternal Econ Joker. That's like pretty good, but the problem is we already have an Eternal Econ Joker. So, I mean, we could very quickly see this lineup get constricted if we see a Chad or maybe some other premium Jokers, and we do pick up the seed money for Edzy. If we find some faceless procs, that's going to be some extra interest in this blind.
Nandre's looking at this credit card here. I mean, you got the room. There's no harm in taking it to head into the next shop. Or we just buy out the whole shop.
Seed money takes 7 rounds to pay for itself, assuming you reach 50 immediately.
Is that
Negative $1
there's
in
definitely
Hermit.
some math on there that I don't understand. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just don't quite get the math. Because doesn't it give you $5 extra every round if you're at $50 immediately? Are we like trying to calculate rerolls in the shop into that? Right? Maybe? I don't know.
Nandre with the -1 Hermit. I mean, you can make it -2.
Yeah, seed money takes 2 rounds. I don't know what Doc's on.
I mean, there must be some mathematics here.
25 in the bank is 25 you're not spending. I see. So
Yeah,
you're
that's what it
calculating the rerolls. Yeah.
Yeah, so it must be the rerolls.
Wait. Nandre, your card sharp. Oh, no.
We dead. No miracle draw. This flush.
We have our Hermit, though, so it's a good time to get $8
That's some
of
good comeback money.
good comeback money.
This it's so funny how this flash card would have done literally nothing. Now that we picked up the seed money as well, we're probably not going to be re-rolling very much on Edzy's side of the screen.
Yeah, so that is exactly Doc's point, is now that you're holding on to that money and not spending it, it takes so long for it to pay for itself.
Yep.
It is absolutely not worth it here. Now, with the To the Moon, it would have been quicker, but then you're also holding a Joker.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's not worth it. I mean, there's there's time left in this game.
Doc's changed my mind. $35 for seed money? I'm not taking that.
There's time in this game, but it's black that gold stake. Yeah, 2 lives. Never taking seed money.
I mean, I definitely think seed money is one of the weaker vouchers for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Scary
but
face here for the chips. Sorry, not to cut you off.
if we get this faceless proc here, I mean that's gonna be $3 extra next round. It's not like
So there we go.
I know.
Like Edzy's not using the money because of seed money, and that if anything, I feel like that's harming him with Nandre and 2 lives. Like go get a better Joker roster. Like the seed money was
True.
a mistake.
this scary face would be very good here for Edzy, absolutely.
Just any chips? Honestly, I don't hate the splash. We can spam high cards or pairs and throw every face card in them. We do both of them.
Zeno sucks at bowling. Wait, is Doc exposing me for sucking at bowling?
Wait,
In chat?
Good to hear.
wait, now Doc is the one saying interest is fake. Wait, holy, it's come full circle. It's come full circle. I can't believe it.
What a great quote from Nandre, by the way. Oh man. All right, I'm listening in.
And that time it wasn't even sympathy.
What? You
I'm
you
just
just died.
Yeah, no, I'm just bad. I'm just bad. I'm just bad.
Nandre could definitely take this
This is what I
PvP.
got-
They
see,
just need
I-
to get the
I have
right
to
draws.
Stop watching Bean's videos
Mm-hmm.
in Portuguese because I don't speak the language.
Okay, so why are you watching it in Portuguese over possibly a language that you do speak? Like, I don't know.
Because I think my
Chinese?
dog might be Brazilian. So I'm really banking on my dog learning some
Well,
epic
so here's the
Brazilian
question.
bank memes.
If
yeah.
your dog is already Brazilian, might be.
Yeah.
Let's give it like maybe a 33 to 50% chance.
Oh,
And then
Something like
your
that, yeah.
why do you need to play Bean videos in Portuguese? Because your dog already knows the language. You should play in English so your dog can learn English.
See, you're thinking like a gold stake player, Edzy.
I see.
You're thinking like you're on regular. I just do things to do them.
I see.
Okay. Matching socks, unmatched socks. I don't give a fuck. I'm barefoot.
I wonder what the audience thinks of. Whenever we match up against each other, it's usually like these conversations instead of talking about Balatro.
It's more esoteric. It's accessing an area of the mind that it is escapes the regular roguelike players' decorum. You know, we've ascended. We are a being on another plane.
I'm just waiting
Now
and
suck
hoping
on this.
Nandre plays a pair here. Oh no. Oh no, no.
Going 4 digits.
Oh,
You're right. A
Really,
pair,
5
two
digits,
pairs just score more, right? With 3x.
Oh,
we
moly.
get the pair of jacks though. Surely we don't play the full house. Oh no, he's keeping the fours. He's gonna play the full house. The pair of faces did just score more than that 4 of a kind. We have chips and malt. We did not need the levels.
I got
Yeah, we're
one
playing
more
the full
for you.
house.
I think overrating the photograph too, with all this plus mode up top, is where it's coming from a little bit.
Holy.
Wins the
We can get
PvP
all our
regardless
score.
though.
Yeah, but
works
it's
out.
not gonna
Juice in
beat
my
all the
own
blinds.
grapefruit.
Interesting that. So, oh
Ooh.
my god, there's a Chad. Immediately.
That the levels on the full house, as long as we draw full houses, it is GG.
Also, this scary face, lovely.
Yeah, the scary. Oh my! I mean, Nandre could actually miss draws and still beat blinds due to the chips and plus mult available.
Also, built into so many kings that we can probably consistently draw a decent hand.
I'm not gonna say it's GG if Nandre draws full house in PvP, right? Because we are like any suit changer could be a flush house, and then that is going to contest the base molt with the photo chat.
No,
So
I don't think the levels are Nandre's lead. I think it's the card sharp scary
Yes.
face.
100%, I would
Yeah.
I would agree with that. That especially now with the Chad, the scary face is just so impactful.
I like that Edzy can do high card photo chat though. Oh, never mind.
And yeah, no more banner for Edzy. We are in a really rough spot. I don't know how we plan to beat these blinds here.
There is a world there where you could sell gross.
We
Oh,
sold card sharp.
What?
All right.
I mean, I guess we really want to play into full houses, and we know it's just so unlikely that we're gonna be able to play 2 full houses every round. I mean, this is definitely scary.
yeah, we have scary face vagabond. We're past that.
But I mean, Edzy is going to lose some lives of their own here, so I mean, not drawing another face card in a high mult hand, and it's going to cost them here.
Nandre could just not enter a blind. Like, that is not allowed for the rules, but I don't think Nandre is purposely stalling. He was calling out a chatter.
Okay,
First
it is
thing what we're
one
saying.
life to 2 life. 1 life to 2 lives here. Shoot the Moon might get picked up here in combination with this paintbrush voucher. Might potentially do something. I mean, this is the last
doesn't-
legs of this greedy Joker.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's a green Joker's gonna die anyway. Nandre may double skip here to the PvP. I don't hate that.
I mean,
That's like
25,000 is
bonus.
a lot.
Bonus Polychrome 6 in the pack. This is black deck, so you're highly unlikely to draw it, but that does solve the chips issue potentially. I mean, it's a pseudo scary
Well, you
face.
can't put it on the chat
Yeah.
card because of photo. $72 for Nandre. I love this skip. I
Yeah.
love this skip.
We're just heading into next ante with a bunch of money if we don't win here, and then if we, I mean, Edzy could just die to blinds as well.
You
Really quickly,
Nandre is
foil popcorn. That does something.
it does do something, but for Nandre also they could essentially like never have to play another blind. Like they could also roll down a bit here after losing, find something that they feel comfortable again for the PvP and go there.
Just a slight thing I wanted to point out. Edzy opened the Celestial pack with the High Priestess, saw that there wasn't any planets that they wanted in the pack, and actually used the pack to block into perhaps better planets. The flesh level could be super impactful with a photo Chad setup here, getting better base molt.
I guess I can maybe wait this one out, but I gotta go soon.
Edzy really thinking here.
I mean, Bean, you have so much hand size. Why can't you put some hand size in the 10k and hand size here?
Actually, I got 2 beans right now. I'll give one to cast the match, and I'll give one to stay here.
Oh, okay.
We want the bean.
True.
We all the Bean. I mean, Edgy cannot skip. You just can't. You have to find more.
But also 30, they might not be able to score 37k, and you see your
I
opponent
guess
double
it's a
skips, you might be
question.
thinking they also can't score that much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't think we can score it. I don't think we can score it. Maybe there's a world.
But Nandre
with
got
the correct draws, but
decently close to 36k in the PvP. So do we? If we don't, well, I guess it wasn't that close. It was like 28k, right?
okay. I
don't know. This is a very
I
tough
think
decision for
Edzy's gonna
Edzy.
select.
This is one reason I love Gold Stake Black Deck is very intense decisions about even playing blinds because you two may be putting up less points than the blinds at this point.
Takes a skip.
We're going to the PvP. I mean, this is just gonna start a chain where even if Edzy wins this next PvP, I mean, we're just gonna double skip. And I mean, both of these players at quite a lot of money here. $81, $72. Nandre made that money from the skips. Edzy with the comeback money and the additional seed money interest voucher giving $10 as well.
Oh man. Oh, I gotta unmute.
I
No,
saw
I
that you
didn't.
lost a life. I was sitting there and debating if I wanted to buy the voucher or not, and I heard the sound effects. But then I'm like, it's just so much gold. You know?
I do know. I'm aware.
This photo chat's really not doing anything for Edzy. It's kind of like a high card build right now. With the...
Yeah, I mean, we have so much plus
Okay.
malt. All of these build-up hands could
I'm gonna
be
give it to you
the difference
straight
maker.
right off the top.
Never mind, we got
Yep.
first hand
Probably my
for
best
Nandre.
hand right here.
Wow.
It's a little bit less.
I mean, this
than my
PvP
best
just
hand.
comes down
Very
to
slight.
draws, right? I mean, I think this is a fantastic hand
Yeah.
from Nandre with the
steel.
additional base mole and the scary face.
47K.
And the my god.
A lot of score.
And that's the risk you're taking on Edgy. Is like, is the score Nandre's going to put up more or less than that big blind, basically? I guess you
Yeah,
could have
100%.
rolled a little bit deeper. With what do we have, like $47 remaining?
Am I even skipped because I was
Yeah,
like,
maybe
it's
valuing
easier to
this
beat the-
this seed money
your hand over
a little bit
the
too
blind.
much here, or a lot
I
too
would've done the
much.
same
I mean,
play.
this is. I mean, it is what Doc
It
was
was
saying in the
not.
chat.
I'm
I
a
mean,
big skip
holding
Andy
on to this
generally,
money
which is
comes
why
at
I
a
was-
price.
I was
And
pissed
Oh,
off.
I forgot.
and
We're
he's
doing that
saying
because of
it,
seed
it's
money.
like-
This
Yeah,
whole
it-
game is,
it's-
yeah,
was
it's
lost
saying
because of
it.
seed money.
And every
I think
once
the
in a
thought
while, I'm just
process
like,
was Edgy didn't know they were gonna skip till they left that shop. So
why
Yeah.
don't I do the exact opposite of my instinct? It might work out for me. It's the gambler inside me.
I think you
And
got
of
me.
course, it's the time it's a BS, you know?
I didn't draw a couple of cards that I really needed for this. Even the scores. Shouldn't have skipped. 47k.
Yeah, what was it? What was the first? Well, I can look. I would have been fine then. Probably. The second one I maybe would have, but I would have known off of what I scored on the first one.
Nandre did get very lucky
I
with the
think
draw,
GG.
we can say. But
All he needed was a full house. It was very
yeah,
likely.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't. Oh, I meant the
Oh,
chariot
the
being in there.
scary
Oh,
I didn't
you
see
bought
scary.
that shoot the moon.
True.
I was thinking
the
about
chariot
it.
was beneficial.
Well, yeah,
for
but
sure,
I didn't have scary. If I had scary, I
not like
would've
super
changed.
impactful because the base molt was
I think you.
not insanely higher than just the abstract that we have, and I mean just the base molt from our jokers, like.
Yeah.
So like the steal honestly really wasn't. It definitely wasn't a 1.5. It wasn't even close to that.
We once again have a 2-1 game in favor of Edzy with Nandre taking the gold stake between them. This match has become, I need it every year. I don't think I'll ever have them in separate divisions. It's also great comps every time.
Yeah, I love watching Nandre.
Absolutely.
All right.
Just so you know, Zeno, make sure, so don't use my VOD for the whole thing because I was not able, my setup does not let me listen to them, so just like use my VOD for the first game and then
That's exactly.
switch over
Would
to
you
yours probably.
mind? I'll send you actually a link right now to where to put the VOD if you don't mind.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll
Awesome.
edit ours together. I'll just put yours for first game and then mine.
Perfect.